I just wanted to give everyone a quick overview, kind of a review of the Rocksolid garage flooring. I did mine last year. I had a garage that was kind of wrecked with spalling from salt damage. Really happy for the most part with how it's lasted. A couple things I'm gonna just give you a heads up. It'll save you some headaches. One, even if you have fine line cracks in your cement, it's not going to fill them. So you definitely want to make sure you patch them, sand them down. I had an issue with some areas that actually peeled up. I think it was probably from years of neglect on this floor before I got here. But one thing I wanted to give you a tip. If you have to epoxy over epoxy a year later after the 7 days, you need to make sure that you sand it down properly. As you can see right now, I'm getting some kind of like separation, kind of bubbling on the edge where I guess I didn't sand it enough. I did what they recommended with 80 grit sandpaper. I even used a grinder in some spots, and then I used acetone to clean. And I did this morning, and it looks good for the most part, but there are a lot of spots though where you can see I didn't get it good enough. So you definitely want to make sure if you do it, if you think you didn't sand it enough, you probably didn't, because I was hesitant. I was thinking maybe I didn't do it enough, but you can see how it's not sticking in certain spots. That's not the Rustoleum's fault. I will say though, just to save everyone grief, if you have a 2.5 car garage, buy two 2.5 car garage kits. If you have a 1 car garage, buy the 2.5 car garage kit, because where I placed the product thick enough, it stayed nice and shiny. Where I put a thinner coat, it's kind of rough. And that had, I followed every direction. I followed the directions properly, but there's just definitely not enough product. You have to put it on thick. If you put it on thick, it's going to be beautiful. You go over here, where I put it on really nice and thick the first time last year, and it's absolutely beautiful. But there were places where it was really, I put it on too thin, and it's only because they just don't give you enough product. So this garage was made in 1976. I patched it, and there's a lot of salt damage. Got it all cleaned up. I'm really happy. It's 1,000 times better than what it was, but I'm just trying to save everyone some grief. If you do have to do a touch-up after the 7-day cure time, definitely make sure that you sand it enough so you don't have this bubbling that I'm having. I'm really not that upset about it. I'm just happy that it's going to be protected, but just trying to save everyone else some trouble. Sand it down good enough so that there's no shine left at all. And in this back area here, it's where I kind of let it get, I let it a little shinier than I think I should have. But it's a great product. Just make sure, like I said, buy twice as much than what it says, and you should probably be fine. But again, I used the Rustoleum Rocksolid last year. I've had no issues with it at all, except in an area where I patched it, and I think the patch cement that I use just didn't work right with this product. But everywhere else, it's beautiful. Fill in the cracks so you don't get these little lines. Spread it thick. So you definitely want to make sure you have enough product. The way I look at it is it's an investment. It's going to stay. It's going to keep your garage really nice for a long period of time. So spend the extra couple bucks and buy twice as much as what it recommends. I don't work for Rustoleum. I'm just telling you. I actually wrote them a letter saying that I would have paid twice as much if they would have given me the proper amount of product for my size garage. But just get yourself twice as much. That's my best recommendation, and then you won't be having to skimp on it and spread it real thin. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I've saved some of you guys some grief, and you end up with a nice floor like I did. Take care.